continued. The Anarchy title. It's one of my favorite titles that I've ever seen in a backyard wrestling and a professional wrestling. It's got a cool design. It's been here for ages, and I love the Anarchy title, but not much happens in this. My neck hurts. Not much happens with the Anarchy title. I think it's literally for, I think it's literally there just because ESW has an Anarchy title and everything. I feel like you can literally cut any storyline involving the Anarchy title out of the match, and it wouldn't affect much. It really wouldn't. Another thing, it's getting much darker. Another thing is, what else was I gonna say? Oh boy, I was gonna say something. MOD. I said that I love that he came back. He finally gets to get some shining on, or some screen time in this series, in this season. But unfortunately, he's not put to his full potential. And it's not because he joins the new, it's not because he turns on Alex G and Cody Rex and, joins Austin G's new group. It's not because of that. I mean, technically speaking, if it was, then I would question why did he do that, because at the end of Season 1, he was going to give his title to Osiris, but unfortunately, Austin G cashed in his contract that he had and stole it away from him. And even then, in the original initial taping of Shockwave, Episode 1 that they had done, which unfortunately, it was posted to YouTube, but unfortunately I'm guessing they took it down because they want people to watch it on Patreon, and I'm still trying to get on your Patreon, guys, so, don't get a little too rough. But anyway, it was cool to see him come back, and I thought he was going to put to his full potential. It was shocking that he joined the new instead of ESW, but the big issue with him, he's not put to his full potential. Like I said, he literally has no purpose. He has no effect on the storyline. He has no effect on any characters' motivations, any characters' driven madness. Driven madness. What the hell? But it's disappointing because I wanted to see him do much, but he doesn't really get to do much. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You might as well cut all of his matches out, and it wouldn't affect the storyline or the flow. In fact, it actually fixed some of the pacing of, some of the matches and some of the episodes, and it wouldn't make a difference because he doesn't get to do much. He comes back, turns on Alex G, defeats the Doc in one of the matches, and then he loses to Alex G. And then all of a sudden he has a concussion, and, he's gone for the rest of the series. He's gone. He came back for 3 episodes, and then he's out. It's very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. But anyway, my biggest problem with Season 3 was the storyline, I guess, objectives, if you want to call it that. Because I kind of get, the flow of how the storylines were being built up. The storyline basically starts, you have the good guys getting their asses kicked at the beginning of the season, and then midway, or a little more than midway through the season, they start coming back and start kicking ass, and then at the end, the good guys get a happy ending. This one, it's really not, it's not really done that way, because the bad guys literally kick the good guys' asses, all season long. The good guys win a few times, but the good guys are getting their asses kicked all season long, and then they get their asses kicked again at the end. Look, ESW Shockwave, I keep messing up. I'm not trying to, tell you how to do your job, because you write whatever you want to write, and I will most likely enjoy it, but, it's weird the way that the storyline goes, because usually that's what some of the storylines come out to. They come out to the good guy not getting much at the beginning of the season, and then he slowly starts to come back and makes his way up to the top, and then gets a happy ending. Not really this. Here's the thing, though. If the new, throughout Season 3, if the new, Austin G, Young Rolo, Blake Pierce, Hollywood, Who else is there? Tom Thomas joins for a little bit. Maddie, what's her name? Maddie. She's got the one with the clipboard giving like people their grades and everything. Look, if they were shown as like the bad guys of the group, but they kept getting their asses kicked throughout the entire season, and then at the end they actually came back and proved we're not like pussies. We can actually fight in good matches. If they had done that, then I believe, then I think the season would have worked. The season would have definitely worked if they have done that. But no, they don't do that. They make the bad guys, they make this team like so tough and strong and everything, and then what does the last episode come down to? What does it prove for them? It proves that they're strong and tough. Okay. Isn't that something that we've known since the Anarchy Invitational? Like, really? You really want us to, like, that's like your big shocker? I mean, it was still shocking the way it is, but it would have been more shocking if the New kept getting their asses kicked and kept losing matches throughout the entire season, and then last minute they actually come back and say, no, we're gonna kick the good guys' asses. That'd be much better. But since they're dominating the season, like, episode after episode after episode after episode after episode, since they're dominating the entire season, they don't really need, like that big moment where they come back and kick the good guys' asses. That would have been a great time to have the faces, as they're called in WWE, the faces to come out and prove they're not losing for nothing. They can lose a match or two, but we will come back and kick their asses. Nothing's really proven. I'm sorry, but nothing really goes anywhere. And since there was no Shockwave title change, there was literally only one. I'm not counting when Blake Pierce won the title. Sorry if this is a little dark right now. You can still see me. But, actually, no, hold on. 1 second. I'm going to turn on the light real quick. Give me 1 second. Show it to me. Anyway, like I was saying, I turned on the light so you can see me much better. Like I was saying, if... I actually don't even remember what I was saying, to tell you the truth. I'm just going to go back from what I remember. What I remember saying is, if they had gone back, if they had actually, made the bad guys get their asses kicked, and then they win near the end, proving we're not pussies, it would have been much better. But nothing really happens in this season. There are no big title changes. There are no, stakes involved. When you have the bad guys win constantly, episode after episode after episode of them just literally winning and retaining their titles or anything, there's going to be no stakes involved. There's literally nothing. Oh, also, one thing I want to point out, Cody Rex. He got a lot of things. He proved a lot last season in Season 2 by winning the ESW Championship match. He's brought back to nothing in this. He literally doesn't have much to do, and when he does, it's just him whining and complaining about Alex not being there. I could have won that match. I was calling for you. Come on, grow the fuck up. It's like, oh, come on, man, I wish you were there. Why didn't you call me? I was calling your name. I want you to come out and help me. Grow the fuck up. But anyway, aside from those problems, I guess the season isn't really horrible. It's actually pretty decent for what they got. And I know that the coronavirus probably affected some of their episode dates and everything, and with the tragic passing of one of the wrestlers, Manson, who died on the 23rd of March. I'm guessing that must have been hard for them for filming everything. It must have been pretty hard for them because it's hard to go through a loss. First they went through with Wicked J, then now they lose another one. I give them a lot of credit because there are some good things in this, but overall I was let down by Season 3. Hell, I dare even say there's no iconic imagery that I remember. I remember so many things from Season 1 and Season 2 very vaguely. I remember a lot from those seasons. The only thing I particularly remember from this season is when Hollywood slams, what was it, Art Dawson, and he's now like some I don't know what he is, but he's now called the Fabulous Artie. The only thing I remember is when Hollywood slams Artie onto this big wood plaque full of barbed wire. That's the only thing I remember. I'm literally trying to remember any other iconic moment. I don't remember much. I mean, it'd be okay if they had gone the routes that I had told, that if I had thought that they were going to go, but they didn't. So overall, no offense, in one of their older older videos, they had said they think it's not okay to slap together stories, footage, slap together matches, slap together everything, just to say that they had uploaded something. But I'm sorry, it really feels like they had slapped together storylines and footage just to say, okay, the fans are complaining, where is Season 3, where is Season 3? Let's just throw all these matches at them and give it to them, and hopefully they'll be happy. But it led to nothing. It really feels like this season really feels like it's leading to something bigger happening in Season 4, but I don't know if we're ever going to get Season 4 because of this fucking coronavirus. We're most likely not gonna get it until maybe a year later. It's just bullshit. So it took me around half an hour to calm down and get my shit together. Sorry. Oh god. So yeah, I give it a 6.6 out of 10. Like I said, there are good moments and everything, and I was thoroughly entertained by some of the matches, especially Alex G versus Austin G at the season finale in WrestleFest. That was a good match. But it doesn't really, like, if you're a fan of ESW Shockwave, definitely watch the first 2 seasons, and then you can make your own decision about watching this one, because this was a letdown for me. It most likely was a letdown for some other people. If not, then good for you. At least you can enjoy something that I couldn't. But anyway, that is my review of Season 3 Shockwave. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, the little icon down below, so you'll be notified whenever a new video comes out. And ESW Shockwave, I was just going to say, if you guys want me to, like, I don't know, maybe make little promos for you guys, maybe, like, make some, like, some of them recaps like I did, on my channel, like, one of my recent uploads. If you guys want me to do any cool stuff for you guys, you can always just comment, down below, or anything like that. You can always just tell me straight out if I'm available, because I can, like, make some cool edits. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but, hey, but if you guys want me to, you know, to help you out with a few things, maybe cut some cool promos, cut some cool music packages, just go ahead and tell me. It's your choice, though. It's not mine. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, so, yeah. Goodbye.